Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I cannot believe it. This is the finale for my sample perfume pan project. That is really hard to say for some reason. I was looking back at my intro video for this project and I started in October 2018. I did not think it would take me a whole year to get through all of my sample perfumes, but I finally have. I'm going to share with you the last four that I just finished up before kind of talking about this project as a whole. If you guys love project pans, then consider subscribing to my channel. I have my year-long project pan going up, which I just filmed an update for, so that should already be up. I'll have it linked down below in case you're interested. Getting into it, this was probably my favorite update. I've never really come across a fragrance I hated and I didn't want to end up finishing it, but I loved all of these. There was one where I was the least into, but the other three I loved, which is such an amazing way to end this project. So to start off with, the one I was a little about was by Atelier Cologne. This is it. The fragrance was Bergamote Soleil. So this has bergamot, jasmine, and ambrette. And one of the things, I know it's not the fault of the fragrance itself, but just packaging like this where it's you pop it off and it's not a spray bottle just really irks me, and it's just not as fun to use, and I cannot even get this little stopper thing back in. I am so happy I'm done with this. The smell itself was fine. It was an enjoyable scent, but I wouldn't say it was my favorite. It didn't make me want to go out and purchase it, but from the Atelier Cologne fragrances I have tried through this project, this was one of my favorites. This next one I really enjoyed, and this is Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy, and in the little pamphlet thingy it came with, it says, inspired by the glamorous girl who is always the life of the party, she lives with Viva. Viva La Juicy combines delicious wild berries with creamy vanilla and bright jasmine. I enjoyed this scent so much. I had another Juicy Couture fragrance in this project. It was the rosé one, and these were my first times trying the Juicy Couture fragrances, and originally I thought they might feel too young or too sweet and sickly. These are kind of comments I had heard, but I actually really enjoyed them. Probably because I'm 10 years old at heart, but other than that, they're just really enjoyable. So I actually loved this one. Another one which was an absolute favorite for me was Prada's Candy, and this little blurb is really hard to read on this packaging. It says, juicy, sparkling, and intensely joyful, Candy Gloss is a sensual sorbet, sweet as acid cherry and solar as the orange blossom, a fruity bouquet with hints of rose and musk. This was so nice. I really liked it, that I would consider buying this. I'm not planning on buying any fragrances because I do have quite a number of full sizes, which I have not touched in a year because I have been working on this project, but this was such a great way to sample a bunch of things, kind of have in the back of my mind what kind of fragrances am I drawn to, what would I like to purchase in the distant future, and this is definitely something I will be keeping my eye out for. And the last fragrance is definitely an old favorite in this project. This is the fifth one I have used in this project, and that is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. And what it says about this is it's an overdose of Sambec jasmine from southern India and the freshness of Carla lavender from Provence create a luminous floral fragrance beautifully enhanced by notes of vanilla and Australian sandalwood. And I love this fragrance so much. Last year, Josh bought it for me for our anniversary. Last year? This year? I'm going to say last year. Last year? I think it was last year. He bought this for me for our anniversary, and oh, I really, really liked it. I was so happy he purchased it. And with it came a bunch of samples, which also invigorated this sample project pan, because I have so many perfume samples. And it is so, so, so nice. Maybe he got it to me after. Anyways, he bought it with me last year or two. Love this fragrance. Really happy I had it. Really happy I had so many samples so I could enjoy it throughout this project, even though I wasn't dipping in it to my full size. That being said, I don't know what it is with this packaging. I don't know if it just stops spraying out or something, but there is no product in here. You definitely get an idea of what the scent is and you can find out if you enjoy it or not, but I would say I go through these ones so fast. There's 0.7 mils or 0.2 fluid ounces in the Mon Guerlain ones compared to, do they say what they have in them? So Prada Candy had 1.5 mils. So over double the size, so maybe that's why these last 3 days and these last 2 weeks. I know it doesn't make sense math-wise, but it feels like that's how it worked. So as it is the finale, wanting to do a final wrap-up, thanks to this project, I finished up 26 sample perfumes, and that took me over a year. So yeah, I'm definitely slow going with perfume. I'm so happy that I finally have gotten through all of my samples. Some of these like I got within the last year and I have been working on them. Some of these I had like since high school, so for years and years and years. None of them did I ever really feel like the fragrance had gone super off. There's maybe like one or two where I was like, I don't think this is how it probably originally smelled. It was such a shame to like refine scents I really liked, only to find out they had been discontinued, some of them years and years ago. But it was really great to like have all these fragrances and be able to try out a bunch. And I just wanted to share a few with you that even though this project has been going on over a year, these are ones that I still think back on and I like really loved. So if I had done the round I just did at the beginning, I really think that the Prada Candy and the Viva La Juicy would be ones that like really stuck in my mind, because even though I finished those weeks ago, they are still ones that I am thinking about. So I feel like those two were definitely standout fragrances for me. The other ones were, this isn't for packaging, so I'm not like 100% sure the name off the top of my head, but I will have it listed down below. But I believe it was the Dior, I think it was the Hypnotic Poison one, which I really, really love. I do have a full size of it. I love this fragrance. Another standout for me was the Miss Dior. I really, really enjoy this fragrance. I think it is so beautiful, and this is going to sound like really bad. I do not know what I own, but I think I actually have a full size of this one, which I didn't realize until I went through this. I was like, oh my gosh, this smells so nice. And I remembered my mom had bought me a Miss Dior perfume, and I was like, oh, is it the same one? And I'm so happy to find out it is. So I actually also have a full size of this. So it's really great to know the ones I love are the ones I have full sizes. Whether this inspired them or it just happened to be that way is really great. Again, like I said, the Mon Guerlain is a favorite, and I do have the full size of that. The one that is like a huge standout for me, which I do not have a full size of, but I would really consider getting in the future, was Versace Eros. And this is actually a male fragrance. I love it so much. Like, I just like talk and talk and talk about this to myself, to everyone around me in a few of the update videos, and this was like definitely a standout one for me. I would really consider picking up like a small size in the future. Again, distant future, have lots of fragrances to work through, but this is something that I really, really enjoyed. So there you have it. It is the finale of this project. Again, I like really enjoyed it. I strongly encourage you, if you have a bunch of sample perfumes, to start using them before they go off, to kind of get a different profile of things that you like. And if there is a fragrance you think you might like but you're not sure, I highly recommend going to Sephora, because they will fill you up. Like, this is the packaging from Sephora. It is like quite a substantial sample. Like, you will get a lot of use out of this, like at least weeks. And that can really give you a good idea if you want to actually purchase it, because I know fragrances can be expensive, which is why I used to like go to all the department stores and just go to like each makeup counter and get the sample fragrances. And like I said, like this was 26 samples. It lasted me like a whole year, which is like a sample every 2 weeks. That kind of makes sense. So if you have your samples, like use them before you consider buying another full fragrance, just because like they can really last you a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. If you have a signature fragrance, like let me know down below. Do you switch up your fragrance a lot, or do you more like stick to the same thing? Because I feel like I'm very much like finish this, then move on to this. But whenever it was a special occasion, I tried to pull out the Mon Guerlain. Thankfully, I had like 4 of them, and usually that was like birthdays or like anniversaries. I tried to like wear that for like special occasions. So it's nice that I had like a few samples of it that I could bring it out for those special times. Anyways, sorry for rambling. I'm just so happy to have finished this project and to see 26 empty little bottles in front of me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!